I'll tell you one thing that
Hey, when my girls start to trip and hate before escape, I call Sirius XM 98. Yeah, Thursday, Foxxhole 7 to 9 to talk to ZoWilliams before I lose my mind. Yeah, I need advice on my relationship, cause I'm about to start breaking. I can't take it no more. I got to holler at Zo, the relationship pro. Before I pack up and go, I got my foot out the door and down for leaving. But first, let me holler at Zo, the voice of reason. I got one foot out the door and down for leaving. But first, let me holler at Zo, the voice of reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, ZoWilliams Rising, the voice of reason, Foxxhole Radio, back in the building with yet another heater. I'm telling you right now, get to your phone lines, 855-369-9898, the Foxxhole, Sirius XM 98, voice of reason, ZoWilliams Rising. Tonight's topic, are you ready? Bitchcraft. No, not witchcraft. I said bitchcraft. A deeper look into the angry woman syndrome. And we all know that black women ain't the only angry women. Are you dating a bitch? How are you coping with it? Women are mean towards each other. Somebody call me right now at 855-369-9898. Bitchcraft is our topic. A deeper look into the angry woman syndrome. Why is it that women call each other bitches and are not offended? But if a man calls a woman a bitch, she gets hot as fish grease. Why is it? Somebody call me right now at 855-369-9898. Are you dating or married to a bitch? What does bitch mean? Got different definitions. You heard Nene Leakes say, depends on how you use it. Is the word bitch synonymous or similar to the word nigga? Have women reclaimed the term to use it and empower themselves? Like, I'm a boss bitch. I take care of mines. Right? What's the difference between a bitch and a diva? I don't know. 855-369-9898. Tonight's topic, once again, bitchcraft. A deeper look into the angry woman syndrome. We're going to cover it all. What I need you to do, get to your phone lines, 855-369-9898. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, questions. And then we'll get to our guests. Holla. See you in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, ZoWilliams Rising, the voice of reason, back in the building. I keep telling you, get to those phone lines. It's going to be crazy. It's already, right? I can see the callers flashing. It's already there. 855-369-9898. Come on, keep calling. Tonight's topic, bitchcraft. Ooh, because when a woman is mad at you and gets to bitching you out, you know, that bitchy attitude, bad attitude, huh? You feel like somebody's working a root on you. You understand? Bitchcraft. Looking deeper into the nature of angry women. It's crazy right now. Let me hit you with some questions. No. No questions. Let me go to this. There's a sister out there made very popular. She was kind of under the radar. But Erika Badu made her very popular. And her name is Queen Afua, right? She's a very, very interesting, holistic, spiritual woman. She wrote something that was crazy. And somebody sent it to me today because they were like, yo, this lady wrote something that's really significant to your topic. So I'm going to read some of it to you. And it's kind of crazy. It says, first she starts off with a quote from the Bible, Proverbs 16:24. She says, pleasant words are as, honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. That's Proverbs 16:24. But then she goes into explaining the bitch. And the piece is called Purging the Bitch. Woo! Let's hear it. It says, when people experience frequent arguments, fights, or severe trauma, the energy that accompanies this consciousness can actually rip or tear the aura, if you believe in that, leaving holes or weak spots. This causes their equilibrium to shift off balance, and they may become vulnerable to random violence, further attack, sickness, or depression. Purging the Bitch, adapted from Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. Sacred relationships. the bitch, how she got that way, and how to heal her. Pages 309 to 314. I think it's important that we go find it. It says, if you have the tendency to be dominating, harsh, judgmental, and sharp-tongued with much attitude, acting as an occasional or full-blown, full-time bitch. This is crazy. This is crazy. It says the bitch is a negative, evil entity or spirit that possesses the body temple of a woman who has already been filled with rage, hate, envy, and despair. The bitch is an unrealized woman who feels trapped by life, surrounded and absorbed in her own waste. This lady went in. She said, encased in pain and filled with fear, ultimately she will strangle and destroy the one who is possessed by her, namely her dude, right? The bitch is a woman in need of healing, greatly cultivated during slavery. I think she's talking about black women. 855-369-9898. Come on now. The Foxxhole is on fire right now. Tonight's topic, bitchcraft. And I'm reading something that is significant to the topic. She says, this goes back to slavery. Sometimes that's hard for me. Are black women still going through it like that? Like the vestiges of slavery, is it still there, really? One of our guests says yes, and you're going to be surprised when you hear from her. Whoa, let's continue. Cultivated during slavery, all women have the potential to be the bitch to ourselves, to sister friends, and to our men who are afraid to confront a woman with a bitch possession. Therefore, they end up fleeing. Oh, God. This is crazy. Did you hear this? She's saying that black men will end up fleeing to other women from other cultures who don't have the psychological baggage and the history of slavery that this country has passed down generationally. This is crazy. Black men run to other women for refuge, turning their backs on us black women because they say we're acting bitchy. Bitchiness is becoming our reputation. Who agrees or disagrees with Sister Afua? This is mighty powerful. Bitchcraft. I love it. I want to talk about it. Get to your phone lines, 855-369-9898. How close is a diva or a bad bitch, right? How close is she to being just a spoiled brat? And how does her attitude positively or negatively affect her relationships with men? 855-369-9898. How has Nene Leakes, Tammy Roman, right, from Basketball Wives, Little Kim, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, and Whitney Houston helped create the image of the bad bitch, the diva? Pros and cons. Somebody call me right now. I need to hear from women, right? I need to hear it. I need to know. What's your definition of a boss bitch, a bad bitch, or a diva? Is there a discernible difference between any of this stuff? Is it just words? And how come men can't call you bitches? But you call each other bitches. Somebody call me right now. This is crazy. I see the phone lines. They're lighting up. Let me see. I personally like the around-the-way girl. I don't like the girl that tells me what to do, tells me how to dress, complains about everything. Quick story. Last year, September, the Foxxhole took over Atlantic City. Wasn't that a great trip for all those who went? It was awesome. Took over all of Atlantic City. At the time, my girl at the time, she is no longer my girl, she was like, I'm going to New Orleans. I was like, that's cool. Go to New Orleans. We're going to Atlantic City. I don't know why my girl of 5 or so years would be going to New Orleans. But go to New Orleans. I'm going to Atlantic City. Right? She says, nah, I'm coming with you. I'd rather be with you. Hey, this is awesome. Come on. But no, I'll be at work. This is not a vacation. Let me tell you, she got there the day after I got there. And when she got there, she complained about everything. The food, the trips, the free shows. How are you complaining? We're in a skybox over the stage with Gary Payton watching Jamie Foxx perform, and for you, it's free. How are you complaining about everything? You know, My boss at the time, before we even saw the concert, this was another day, it was like, hey, you know, you feel like going to see Sade or Erika Badu? I was like, I don't care which. Hey, personally, Sade. Let's see that. But, you know, my boss had us waiting around, and somebody else came up to us like, hey, let's go see a movie. Yeah, why don't we? We all agreed. Why? She was sitting in the movie stewing, hot, that we didn't go to the concert, but she wouldn't talk about it. She didn't talk for a day or so. She was just, what is wrong with this bitchy attitude? Let me just ask this. Ladies, do you think if you have a bad attitude that your man is somehow going to change his mind because you've brought negative energy into it? You think negative energy makes us go? To some degree, it works, though. Let's just say, for men who cave into it, it works. But it works in a limited fashion. Clinicians and psychologists will tell you what happens is you build up this negative reciprocity. That's what happens. A guy has a tolerance. She's nagging. Okay, let me just go take the damn trash out because she's nagging. Let me go take the trash out. But in a way, you empower the nagging by taking out the trash. Oh, and then she goes, it works. Talking shit to you works. So now you build up a tolerance for however much of the shit she was talking she did in the first place. So now she has to talk more. So then, okay, let me go do what she asked me to do. And that tolerance builds and builds and builds until it gets to a point where it's, okay, you know, I've had enough of you. But in a way, you've empowered her to do that. Am I right or wrong? Somebody call me right now, 855-369-98. Are you dating a bitch? Are you dating a diva? And guess what? A diva or a bitch isn't gender specific. Men can be bitches too. Who are you dating right now? 855-369-9898. Woo! Listen, what I want to do right now is go get some callers on the line. And once we talk to a couple of callers, I'm going to introduce my guest. I have a room full of people who are ready to chime in on bitchcraft, looking deeper into the nature of being a bitch. Wow. This is a crazy topic. 855-369-9898. We got our first caller up right now. Doug, where are you calling from, brother? And talk to me about this topic.
I'm calling from Fort Myers, Florida, my brother. I love the title of the show tonight.
Thank you, man. That's my homeboy's topic. He wrote a book. I'm going to be bringing him on. But talk to me.
Oh, man, that is the title. I just want to continue to keep listening to you. Give that knowledge, my brother. I appreciate it all.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling, man.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you, man. Who we got next? I need to talk to one more caller. Let's go. Who is this? Mickey. Is this Mickey from Orlando?
Yo, what's up, man?
No. What's happening, man? What up, Mickey?
Okay, man, peace. My thing is, bitch. The term bitch is, they made it synonymous with queen. Now, if you look, there are two different definitions for queen. There's a classical spelling, Queen, which is like royalty. And then
the other one that means whore, right?
Right, correct. So I think that women, us as men have made that such a negative term. They found a way to empower it, which is great. Just like we as black people have found a way to empower the word nigga. You know what I mean? So we can't get mad because they call each other bitch, because being African Americans, we can understand how that is. So, I mean, I think they can embrace it or take it as a negative term, but I definitely don't think it's something we should be mad as far as the word is spoken.
Wow. Great call. Appreciate it. 855-369-9898. I need ladies. Call me. You have to tell me about your nature. Is the bitch inborn, or is it learned, passed down generationally from one bitch to another? 855-369-9898. Does high achievement within corporate America turn many good women into so-called divas and bitches? I know when Jennifer Lopez was dancing on In Living Color as a backup dancer, she didn't have a writer that says, I need white roses and truffles and Dom Perignon in my dressing room. Somebody call me, 855-369-9898. We got one more call. I just need one more call. I saw a female. Lisa from Maryland. You're in the building. Let's go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Bitches is passed on.
Say again?
Being a
Lisa,
bitch is passed on.
It's passed on? Ah. Go deeper.
Hello?
Yes. Yes, go deeper. You said being a bitch is passed on. Oh, wow. Turn your radio down. You ready to perform. I see. Huh. Okay, well, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate the call. Let's just pass on Lisa. Thank you. But I see the phone lines. They're on fire. But what I'm going to do right now is intro. Let me just say this. This brother right here, he wrote the intro to my book. All right? And it's a friend of mine. I've known him since he was 12 years old. And he's known me since I was 12, 7th graders. And dude is a co-writer. He's writing this book. It'll be out soon. The book is called Bitchcraft. He is I ain't going to tell you how many daughters he has, but he has a lot of daughters. So he was able to write from a female's perspective. I thought it was quite, incredible the way he was able to write and capture the essence of a woman that I can understand. The book is called Bitchcraft. He is the author. His name is Reginald King. He's a social activist, executive director of Century 21 Rehabilitation Services. He is the father. He put it in his bio, so I'm going to say it. He is the father of 6 daughters. He has a basketball team, WNBA, 2 of which he raised with full custody. He's a former columnist for a black woman's magazine called Iona Magazine. He's the author of the upcoming novel, Bitchcraft, a book about a woman who hates men. An all-around wonderful dude is what he wrote in his bio. Reggie King, talk to me, man. Come in here and talk to me about Bitchcraft, man.
Well, hey, I also heard that it's the making her in every way, and use the bullwhip on it to extract the last bit of bitch out of her. Now, that particular terminology caught me because basically, of course, this is slavery. We were being treated like livestock. And the fact that that term seemed to be coined back then, and in a way to denigrate and break down women, I wanted to see why women utilize that term so freely, why our culture utilizes it so freely in describing our women. And being the father of daughters, I wanted to see if I can turn that around a little bit.
Well,
so that's what Bitchcraft came about.
Well, let me ask you this, man, because my question is, do you think, because women have access to way better education than they did in the past, and with that education, they're shooting up corporate America's ladder, now they have to be more aggressive. They have to be as competitive as men and what still is a male-dominated industry, corporate America. Do you think because of that, chivalry is dead? Do you think chivalry has died for women? Do you think chivalry is kind of like, I'm cool, I've run the world? Because you know me, I know some women that are pretty powerful, and what I hear from them is they can't turn off that inner CEO at home. So what do you think?
I honestly think, bro, I think that, and I'm running a risk here, but, I think chivalry is dead. I think the feminist movement killed it. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. For instance, chivalry in itself, a lot of it seems to place a woman in a position where she's an infant, where she's helpless. You need to open a door for her. You need to lay down your jacket so she can walk over a puddle. And, all of these beautiful Roman antics. And that's cool if you're for that sort of thing. But I don't think it really works for today's woman, especially today's black woman, because of the level to which she's been forced to be empowered or had to empower herself. The fact that black women probably started the women's lib movement. And so in asking for equal treatment and equal respect, which of course is deserved, I believe you have to accept the fact that you can no longer be coddled and treated as if you're inept.
So wait a minute, poet, are you saying women vacillate back and forth? They manipulate some of the standards that are in place, some of the social standards because if a woman can use it, why not be a damsel when it's time to be a damsel?
For sure. I think it's like being real light skinned and being able to pass for white.
Oh.
You're going to go ahead and work that imaginary FICO score if you can. And definitely I believe a lot of women utilize it to their advantage and at their convenience.
Let me just ask you this really quickly, poet, because I'm starting. There are books out there. Why men love bitches. and I got other people here, and we're going to get to them in a second, but let me just, do you think men are more attractive to the mean woman, to the bitchy woman? Does the squeaky wheel get fixed because she's squeaky? I don't.
Absolutely.
I'm a dude. Me personally, you can't squeak with me. We gonna have a problem. That's just me. Right. But do you think she gets? Do you think she gets the guy she wants and dominates the relationship? Do you think that's what happens, Poet?
Well, I think that happens in the sense that, and you and I have spoken about this. What used to be the alpha male is no longer the alpha male. It used to be that you needed to be big and strong and able to hunt for your food and provide. Now the provider's role is no longer such a physical role in the sense that you need to be able to bring home the bacon. And, maybe not. She might fry it up in a pan, But with that in mind, then, yeah, she can actually pick from the kind of man who's willing to capitulate to her. I mean, if he's willing to bow down and play that role, then that's fine. I agree with you. I'm not that guy either because in my experience, women are the same way when it comes to men. They respect a man who stands up for himself.
Wow.
And so a person will only do to you what you allow them to do. So a lot of women play that particular role and flare up on a brother because they know they can get away with it. Like you mentioned earlier. He ain't going to take out the trash.
Check this out, dude. I have to take a quick break. But when I come back, we're going to bring the female's voice into this. 855-369-9898, bitchcraft. Looking deeper into the nature of being a bitch. I mean, angry woman syndrome, the bad attitude, the whole 9 yards. If you're dealing with this, if you're living with this, somebody call me right now. 855-369-9898, 855-369-9898. It's going down.
Ladies. Ladies, whatever you do, don't become this bitch. I didn't call you a bitch. Don't become this bitch. Ladies, you in the club, you see a girl that owe you money, and she buying drinks, what you say? This bitch. She knows she owe me $27. This bitch. Motherfucker, what she got? Some Kahlua? Ain't this about a bitch? This bitch. Ladies, your best friend, fuck your man, what you say? This motherfucking bitch. This motherfucking bitch. This motherfucking bitch. This motherfucking bitch. That sound good. This motherfucking bitch. I go astronaut on that bitch. I know you saw the astronaut girl, right? She is teaching women all over the world how to whoop some fucking ass, am I right? This bitch is crazy. She put a pamper on and rode 18 hours and shit and piss in a pamper. I ain't gonna shit or piss. I'm not getting out this car till I get to this motherfucking bitch. Fuck this. She had dynamite and motherfucking mace and shit and rope. What the fuck did she do to you? This bitch. Britney Spears was running around with a cootenanny out. Did you see those pictures? Britney Spears got pictures on the internet of a cootenanny out. It's out. The cootenanny. It's out. The cootenanny is, and it don't look right. I said, what the fuck is wrong with your cootenanny? What shouldn't y'all get a detail, the trim? Don't y'all get a trim or something? Maintain your cootenanny. And the shit looked sad. It was like,
ladies and gentlemen, that was none other than legendary actor, Oscar winner, and owner of the Foxxhole, Jamie Foxx, talking about this bitch here. 855-369-9898, bitchcraft is tonight's topic. Voice of Reason, Zometheus, Rising, Foxxhole Radio, Sirius XM 98. 855-369-9898, that's the number to dial. If you just tuned in, that's what we're talking about, the nature of a bitch. Are you dating one? Are you married to one? Christ, if you're married to one, it's till death do you part. How do you cope? I don't know. One of my special guests that was on, if you just tuning in, his name is Reginald King. He's the author of tonight's topic, really. His book is called Bitchcraft. Again, he's social activist, executive director of Century 21 Rehabilitation Services, Inc., father of 6 daughters. I mean, the dude is a writer, columnist, the whole 9 yards. He's on with us right now. Is chivalry dead, and did feminism kill it? Is it still a man's world? Is the submissive woman facing extinction? Does she because we have this difficulty. Women have, you'll hear women say, I want to be submissive to a man, but not really. Do women use maybe a submissive kind of set of behaviors to manipulate and control her man. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. How do abandonment issues regarding dad or mom help create the bad bitch, I can do it myself, I don't give a fuck persona in some women? And is this a defense mechanism to protect long, old, hurt feelings? 855-369-9898. Let me do this. We got to take a couple of callers, and I'm going to bring in my next guest, Poet. Are you ready to get a female voice in here?
Always.
I keep calling this guy Poet because I've known him since we were 12, and that's always been his nickname. But his name is Reggie King, author of the soon-to-be-released Bitchcraft, coming this August 2012. Great book. I've already read it. It's crazy. I'm not going to give you anything else about it. 855-369-9898. Let me just do this. I need one caller. It looks like Shayla from Atlanta. Let me get you, Shayla.
Hello?
Turn your radio down, honey. Turn that radio down just a taste.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I was just wondering, why do women have to be helpless? Why do she have to be so-called a bitch if she's strong, if she's independent, if she do for herself? And I also see the word as bitch as being negative. Me and my friends do not call each other bitches. And being a bitch is being like a dog. And to me, bitches, they raise other bitches. You know, it's a cycle.
That's a great point.
If
Thanks,
you see
Shayla.
your mother and she comes home every day arguing and she doesn't make any progress, and she just passes it on to you.
Wow. Hey, thanks for the call. Appreciate the point. Thanks for hanging in there. Let me bring in my next guest. She's an author. She's a PhD. She's doing it big time. And she's one of our white sisters. Listen, we ain't got no racial preference here. White sisters can come in here and drop science. Please don't get it twisted. Come on now. But she wrote a book, and I think you guys should go check it out. It's called Mean Girls, Meaner Women. Understanding why women backstab, betray, and trash talk each other, and how to heal. Now, if they're doing it to each other, you know they're doing it to their men. Lord have mercy, Jesus. 855-369-9898. Call me right now. You want to talk to her? I'm going to put you on the phone with her right now. You'll be able to talk to Reggie King, author of Bitchcraft, and we're about to go in right now. Welcome to the voice of reason, Erika Holiday, PhD. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Is this topic amazing or what?
It is. It is so interesting. And I think as you introduced me, it's also interesting to think about the cultural piece, too, when we talk about the differences between the way women treat each other in terms of black women, white women, Asian women. I think it's just fascinating.
Wow. Why are women so mean to each other? And why do women use anger? Can I say women? I think we all use anger to try to get what we want. But hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Talk to me about your powers. But
that's what it's really about. It's not about women who are bitches. I think it's that women may act bitchy because they are having a hard time managing their feelings of anger, that they're not able to express whatever it is that they want to say in a healthy, adaptive way. And so it comes across as being very rageful and angry, and then that word bitch gets brought up.
So is being a bitch for women a kind of immaturity? A type of immaturity?
It's a maladaptive coping strategy. Yeah.
There's a $50 little phrase. Maladaptive coping strategy is what she said, but I asked you if it's immature.
You can say that it's immature. Yes.
Oh, yes. Is she a psychologist or a lawyer? Which one?
Psychologist, I promise you.
No, because we want to know, we want to understand, we want to connect to our women, as I know I do as a man. But to me, talk to me about the ultimatum, and then the tone on top of the ultimatum, the tone and the delivery of the ultimatum. Go deeper.
I think I would say if I were a man and I was in that predicament, and I would probably say to my wife, girlfriend, what's really going on for you? What are you experiencing? Are you okay? Are you having a hard time? What is it that you really want to say to me? Because all I'm hearing is anger and frustration and bitchiness or whatever it is that you want to say, and to sort of get to the root of what's really going on. Because when a woman is in that kind of state of being rageful and angry, it's important to try to dig deeper and get to whatever's really going on for her.
Okay, Erika, role play. Here we go. Reggie King is your man, okay? Now, he's your guy, and you're in, quote-unquote, one of those bitchy moods. What is the best way for him to connect to you in that moment, to disconnect you from bitchosity, if that's a term?
For him to say, you seem really angry right now. I can see you are having a really hard time. Tell me what is going on. Tell me what's bothering you.
Wow.
I want to get through this with you. Talk to me.
Poet.
She says.
Let me just ask you this. Poet. Let me ask you this, Reggie.
All right.
Have you ever tried the method that the good doc, Erika, has just laid out for us, and has it ever worked?
It has never, ever worked. I've said, what's wrong? What's going on with you? I mean, talk to me. And the first response is almost always nothing.
Nothing.
You have to get past about 9 nothings before you get a very loud and angry explanation as to why she's pissed off.
Wow.
Then I would say,
come back. Yes.
I would say, okay, I get that. I hear that. Maybe you don't want to talk about it right now. How much time do you need? Tell me. Do you need 15 minutes maybe to think about what's going on for you?
Do you need the rest of your life?
Do you need the rest of your life? Tell me what you need.
Now, assuming that she's in bitch mode at that time, okay, which I like to call the stank factor. You know, as soon as stank is going on right then and there, then, I mean, I could ask those questions till the cows come home. I'm not going to get much of an answer beyond nothing and
Wow.
You know, I might actually have to ask that second question 2 to 3 times before she actually responds to it.
If you care about the woman, poet, Reggie,
Yeah.
if you care about the woman, do you find that you're walking on eggshells when she's in bitch mode?
I find my keys.
You find your keys.
I find my keys and I break because, I mean, women are very sensitive, and in today's society, they can be very dangerous. They can have you seized by armed men, you know, and taken away until further notice. So, you know, you don't want to get into a situation where an argument turns into her maybe, you know, smacking you or pushing you, you know, and you're a human being, you might react. And so to avoid that, if I realize that, you know, I'm not getting anywhere with you, then I'm going to leave and try again later.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to ask you one more question. We're going to the phone lines. They're on full blast right now, 855-369-9898. Doc, I got a question. You say self-hatred plays a big role in women hurting other women. Mm-hmm. How does this work, and can it also be applied to male-female relationships? Go.
Well, I think that a lot of times the reason that women take out their aggression on other women is because of a low self-esteem. It has to do with something going on within themselves. Maybe they don't feel like they're good enough, they're smart enough, they're attractive enough, they're thin enough. Whatever it is, they don't get in touch with it and address it and deal with it. And as a result, they end up taking it out on somebody else.
So does that manifest in overprotectiveness of the guy? Like, you know, like a girl can be overprotective about her dude. Because I find when a woman is secure enough to say, this is my guy, it's cool, other women are going to find him attractive. And you know, well, my ex-girlfriend was crazy.
Overpossessive?
It was, I don't like the pants you're wearing because I can see the outline of your penis.
Wow. So just critical.
You're going to have to change.
Yeah.
Listen, I got joked out. I'm about to put myself on the barbecue right now. I'm about to put myself on the Barbie. I got joked out by Speedy and the gang. Why were we together? I don't know how we got together in Atlantic City. You know, she was like, you know, here. She pulled out some Nike biker short tights. You need to wear these every time you wear basketball shorts because women are watching. And I'd be like, would you just, nobody cares. Nobody's looking. And Quan says they are. I believe you, Quan. Anyway.
It's in that situation.
But what is that?
I think it's when you see that in women, typically it's that women feel so out of control on the inside that they try to control everything on the outside. So I don't know her, but
nobody does. Not even she doesn't even know herself. So it's okay. Let's get the callers in. Oh my goodness. This is on fire. 855-369-9898. Bitchcraft, looking deeper into the nature of being a bitch. Women anger management. What are we doing? How do you guys deal with it? Why are you guys so mean? Let's talk about it right now. Michelle from Los Angeles, you're in the building. Go.
Hello.
Hi.
I find it interesting that Reginald used the Willie Lynch letter as an example, but also the tone of the conversation is still utilizing fear and distrust and envy as a way to describe women. I think it's the same thing. I feel like sexism is much deeper than racism. Mm-hmm. It happens all around, especially as a woman who owns her own business in a predominantly male-driven industry. And yes, you have to act like a bitch and stand up for yourself to get what you want. And it is hard to turn it off when you come home. But I caution to say that it's because of the women's movement. That's why we don't deserve to have our doors open. I'm confused by that. I just want my man to be the man.
Hey, Michelle, would you like to speak and direct that to Reggie King? He's on the line right now.
No, he's speaking in broad. We're all speaking in broad terms. You too. You think you're directing your question, the way you're asking the questions are directing too. You know what I mean? So that's cool. We could all talk like that.
Let's keep it going. Michelle, you're great. I love it. We got to go. But hey, I so appreciate you reaching out to the Voice of Reason. Anytime you want to share and drop some science, you can do it. Big Bend, Kentucky, all the way across the country. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
I think that bitches are not born, they're created. And also, chivalry is not dead, just like the woman said. Some women want to be made to feel like a woman. They don't want to have to be in that corporate position all the time. They have to at work, but then when they come home, I believe that they want to be made to feel like a woman. You know, they don't always want to have to be in the male role. So,
wow, that's a great point, man. I appreciate it. Erika Holiday, PhD, author of Mean Girls, Meaner Women, Understanding Why Women, backstab, betray, and trash talk each other, and how to heal. That's our resident PhD in the building right now. Who created the Frankenstein bitch? Because he said bitches aren't born, they're created. Mm-hmm. Who made the monster? Are there generational curses, things being passed down? What's going on? What is the bitch construct made of?
I think it's a number of things. I think when it was addressed earlier about slavery and if any of that gets played into it. And I think, not to throw out a technical term, but I think it applies here. There's something called the multi-generational transmission process.
Go deeper.
Which talks about how the experiences of our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents continue to affect us and our children. So I think that there's a piece of that applies here, like if we really break down this concept of why women are bitchy, in that it's internalized oppression that plays a key role, that a woman acts out because of hardship, because of experiences.
So what happens when your mom has had a myriad of terrible relationships and she has a young daughter? And she's raising that daughter, and the daughter is experiencing different levels of trauma and, unresolved issues in her mother's relationship. How does that pass on to the daughter?
Because
and bigger than that, how does that affect the daughter's worldview of relationships? I think that's a better question.
It does affect the daughter because these are messages, whether the messages are explicitly stated or the messages are more implicitly stated, in that maybe they're stories that the daughter heard growing up, but they do affect the daughter. And it's important to have mothers to have conversations with daughters about their life and about the effects of their parents and their grandparents, so that they don't end up traumatizing the child and affecting them in a negative way.
Wow, this is good stuff. When we come back, we're going to bring another guest. We're going to wrap a guest. We're going to bring a guest. This is Off the Change. Bitchcraft, looking deeper into the nature of being a bitch. We're talking about female anger issues, really, and it's awesome. 855-369-9898. Stay on the phone lines. I see Pennsylvania, California, Houston, Chicago, Baltimore, all over the map. We're going to get to you. Stay on the line. I'll be back in 2.2. Holla.
And you know what? All the women up in here tonight, people up in the top row, middle row, and the bottom section. Tonight, ladies, I have used the word bitch about 8,000 times. From the time I walk out here, I call you all kind of bitches and everything. We give that word so much fucking power, we are willing to leave our husbands and our relationship because somebody called you a bitch. Well, if at that time, if that's what you was representing, that's what the fuck you needed to be called, you bitch. It just completes the sentence sometimes. Shut the fuck up, bitch. And baby, if it's used at the right time, if it's used at the proper moment, it's a wonderful motherfucking word. Like y'all know I'm a nasty, freaky bitch. I like all of those nasty shit when I'm with my man. And he hitting it from the back. He ain't in the ass. He just hitting it from the back. It makes a whole motherfucking difference, baby. And we doing our shit. See, not like for my husband to talk real nasty, filthy shit to me. Like when you call me a bitch, and we be doing it. I be like, yeah. Call me a bitch. All right, you bitch. That's my shit, nigga. Call me a bitch. All right, you bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Monique. Wow. How many of you women out there agree with her? Is it okay during sex if your man calls you a bitch? Would you even request it? Almost like, choke me, slap me on the ass, and don't forget to call me a bitch. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. Tonight's topic, bitchcraft. Looking deeper into the nature of being a bitch. Women and their anger issues. Women are always mad at something, upset about something, and they use this anger to get it. Anger is a tool, because nobody wants an angry woman. God, have you ever been in a car with an angry woman? Jesus, what can I do? What do I need to do to get you off of this? Right? Get you off of me. Right? Somebody call me right now, 855-369-9898. Does the diva / bitch have any need for the role of submissive wife or helpmate in her marriage? They're making too much money to be submissive now. I believe that. They're making too much money. They're too well educated. Ain't a lot of submission left. I think submission was tied to the Bible and tied to pre-industrial age times, and maybe, hey, you go out and you lift engines and I'll stay here and make biscuits. That's when submission was in play. But now I got money. I got my favorite TV shows programmed in TiVo. I got my own little space. You can stay or go now. Right? Submission is out the door. Somebody call me at 855-369-9898. We've got guests in the building. Author, PhD, ladies and gentlemen. Great book. Mean Girls, Meaner Women. Understanding why women backstab, betray, and talk trash to each other, and how to deal with it, how to heal. Dr. Erika Holiday. She's crazy. She's in the building right now. She's been killing. Also, a good friend of mine, Reggie King, social activist. He might become president. He's a community organizer. Executive director of Century 21 Rehabilitation Services, father of 6 daughters. Count them, 6 daughters. He's writing a book called Bitchcraft. It'll be out in August of 2012. It's crazy. And now we've got resident bad bitch, boss bitch, independent piece of work. Got a little bump on her, college graduate. When I say bump, I mean in the back, bump in the trunk. I've seen it at the Conga Room. Yeah, she's a cold piece of work, pretty girl, very intelligent, independent, from Flint, Michigan. Whew, she escaped. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. She's also a Michigan State University alumni, class of 2006. Quan J is in the building. You guys heard her if you've been listening to the Foxxhole.
Hello there, darling.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
I am welcome.
I bet you are. Now, before we get into you, let me just wrap my homeboy, Reggie King. Reg, tell everybody where they can find you, your Facebook, your Twitter, and all of this, because we know this book, Bitchcraft, and I want to thank you for the topic tonight. It'll be out in August. Tell me where they can find you, and tell the listeners, more importantly.
Reginald King, that's my Facebook, just my name, and basically that's where you can find me. I spend a lot of time there doing a lot of social networking. Century21.org is our nonprofit corporation. We're committed to helping people find jobs and helping people become more empowered financially. Mm-hmm. So look me up, check out the book. It will be out in August, and I would really appreciate your support.
Hey, man, appreciate you showing up, man, and just hitting us over the dome piece with Willie Lynch and all of that. Thanks again, man. We'll have you back soon. Quan J.
Hey.
Now, what is your experience of, men being bitchy? Because, you're independent. You pretty much go the way you want to go. You just broke up with somebody, too, haven't you?
Excuse me.
I had to throw you under the bus. Damn it.
Oh, see, I don't deal with bitch niggas because they can't. I don't do that.
Okay.
Because, see, a bitch can take on many different forms. You can have your annoying bitch like you said you had. Mm-hmm. You can have your powerful bitch, the ones that's the boss in the workplace and things like that. You can have your mean bitch, which usually men like because it's a challenge. Or you can have your ride or die bitch. Now, if you're a chameleon like me, you can be all these bitches at any given moment. Uh-huh. But the solution to the bitches, it isn't, no disrespect, Doc. It's not about the books and the slavery. All you need to control a bitch is some good dick. That's it.
855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. Is it true what Quan J is saying? Is dick the magic elixir for the bitch? Go deeper.
I'm saying, bitches can be good, bitches can be bad. I mean, it just depends. It's on the context of it. So when you're at work, if you need to be a bitch to get to the top, you got to do what you got to do.
But for some reason, somebody call me and tell me if this is true or false. It seems that women know how to play the game in the corporate infrastructure better than men. Because men, we don't do well with a lot of shit talking from superiors. And women seem to know how not to be a bitch at the right moment better than men. Talk to me.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about respect. So sometimes you have to be that bitch to get that respect. Whether it's at work, whether it's with your man, if your man acting out of pocket, you got to be a bitch to get results. So you got to do what you got to do. I mean,
but I think women are smart enough to know when to pick and choose to be that bitch. Because if your boss is a white man working in corporate America, paying your bills,
the purpose of
making it so you can get home and see Nurse Betty.
The purpose of being a bitch
you're not going to be a bitch to him. Now, will you?
Results. You don't be a bitch for no reason. You need to be a bitch to get results, whether it's at work or whether everything is time. If you're a smart bitch, you know when to be these different bitches that I just described to you. There has to be a balance.
Dr. Erika Holiday, can you recontextualize what she just said?
I think, yes, I can. I think that what she is saying is that women are manipulative and that they're using their manipulation to get whatever it is that they want.
Through bitchdom.
Right.
It's like a religion.
Right.
Bitchdom.
Right.
Wow.
And I get that women are more manipulative than men, so to speak. And I would say to that, to some extent, it may be okay, but then the other side of it is then you're not being authentic. Then you're not being
for the most part. Are women authentic, more or less?
Bitch comes from within. That ain't something that you act. That's a characteristic. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, it's not being fake. That's basically what you're saying. It's not
what about our
fake.
last caller who said bitches are made, not born? You saying it's a spirit of bitchdom. It's a power. It's a gift.
I mean, I think that it can be a learned behavior, and sometimes it's just your instinct. I mean, as a woman, when you PMSing, you being bitchy, you considered a bitch at this time. But genetically or whatever, it's your hormones are imbalanced, so it's causing you to have, I mean, you can have all kinds of different arguments. I mean, at the end of the day, a bitch is a bitch. It don't matter why you're a bitch, but you're a bitch.
At the end of the day, Doc, is a bitch just simply a malcontent?
Yes.
There we go. That's all I want. That's all I want. We're going to the phone lines right now. That's all I wanted to hear. Gigi from Jacksonville. Damn it. Talk to me about bitches.
Oh, y'all got it going on tonight. I tell you, I agree with my girl. I don't want to mess her name up, but she just came on.
Her name is Quan.
Quan J. Okay, I agree with her. But also, I want to say this too. The Bible tells you that a kind word turns away wrath. So if I'm at home and I'm in a bitchy mood and I tell my man, look, I'm not in the mood right now, can we talk about this later? Then at least give me that respect to say, okay, wow, she's in a bad mood right now, but she's going to talk to me later. Do that. But, you know, you got some men that don't know how to do that. They'll just keep gnawing at you. What's going on? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Right now I don't feel like talking. But I agree with that sister wholeheartedly. And sometimes you got to be a bitch. You know?
But Gigi, can I ask you this? What if you're being a bitch while telling him you need time?
No, I'm not saying you have to be a bitch to tell him that you need time. You know, look, I can't talk about it right now. Can we talk about it later? You don't have to be a bitch to get your point or your message across to your man. You talk to him. Communication is the key. And you need to be able to talk to him. So talk. Now, that girl that you was messing with, that bitch was straight crazy. That bitch was just straight crazy. You know, but you got your different levels of bitches. Sometimes you use bitch as a term of endearment. You know, hey, bitches, that's how you speak to your girls. These my bitches.
My niggas, right.
You know, or you could be a ride or die bitch, and then you could deal with a bitch-ass nigga. That's a nigga that don't have no respect. He's scared and ain't got no backbone.
Wow. Yep. Wow. Thank you, Gigi, for holding on. You've been online for at least 30 minutes. I appreciate you holding on. Let's go deeper. Tonight's topic, bitchcraft. We're going into the realms and the many layers of that sociological onion called the bitch. Let's go deeper. Charisma from California. You're in the building.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
My name is Charisma, and I just want to point out that I'm 21 years old. And I'm a women's studies major, so I've never been called a bitch, but I've been called many things as far as feminist and the whole notion of being not submissive and things like that. I just want to say that as far as what Quan is saying and what the caller who just got off was saying about, you know, bitches this and bitches that, I just want to point out that all of this is a social construction. And I definitely understand why society is the way it is and why we, you know, characterize the word bitch and how it circulates throughout our society. I also think that it's a dangerous part of our society. You know, women who, I mean, there's no what I'm trying to say is, obviously, we live in 2012 where the times have changed. Women no longer have to be submissive because men no longer dominate the world. So I think that when men have the word submissive and why aren't women submissive, well, you're behind the times, you know?
Wow, that's a good point. She's 21. She's the future. She's talking about how it's going to be. It's transitioning. It's shifting. That's what you're saying, right, Charisma?
I am definitely saying that, and I think it would help if men and women start raising their children, and that's another problem. When that one person said that bitches are made, not born, we have babies raising babies who have come from these long generations of, you know, I think definitely slavery and all the oppressive institutions that contribute to the negative ways that we think amongst each other or about each other.
Charisma, I have to take a quick break, but this is what I want to do. I want you to follow me on Twitter. I think I found a new protege. @ZoWilliams. Connect with me. We must continue the conversation. Let's go deeper later. But
And
right
I will
now,
follow you if you follow me.
I'll follow you back, Charisma, for real. It's all good. But I got to go.
Awesome. Okay.
I got to go. Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. We've got to move. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. Tonight's topic, bitchcraft. It's getting heated.
Yes, it is.
How feasible is it for a diva/bad bitch to run the world while still making her man feel relevant within the relationship? You can answer that when I come back. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. The phone lines are on fire. You can see for yourself if you want. I'll be back at 2.2. Holla. Ladies and gentlemen, Zometheus Rising, the voice of reason. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. Tonight's topic, you know what we do here on the voice of reason. Always cutting edge. Bitchcraft. It's like some kind of magical demon running your life. Are you dating or married to a bitch? How do you live? How do you cope? Looking deeper into the nature of being a bitch. Somebody call me right now at 855-369-9898. Ladies, call in if you're married to a bitch and it happens to be your husband. I need to know about it. Call me. Let me know how that's going for you. We've already said gender is, bitch is gender specific. A man can be a bitch too, and I think that's probably the worst kind of bitch. So somebody call me right now at 855-369-9898. Sitting in the studio with me right now, we have PhD, Doctor. Let's call her Doc. Erika Holiday. She's the author of Mean Girls, Meaner Women, Understanding Why Women Backstab, Betray, and Trash Talk Each Other, and How to Heal. And if they're doing it to each other, Lord knows what they're doing to us. Whew. I always tell, like I told my son, never piss your mother off. Just, hey, don't argue. Everything is yes, ma'am. Everything. I don't care what it is. It could be about your own personal things. It could be your password to your cell phone. She's right. Because the moment you go against her, you're going to feel something that you've never felt before, brother. I'm trying to tell you now. And he doesn't listen because he's 15. So he gets in there and starts arguing, and next thing you know, she lacerates him with words that he never thought she would say. 855-369-9898. Don't do it! I'm telling you. Let's get to the callers. Quan J is in the building with us right now. She is resident bad bitch. That's why we have her here. I knew she could do it. No, but when I look at Quan, that's why I asked her to come on, because Michigan State graduate, alumni, she's running her own life. She's not dependent on some dude to pay her bill. She pays her own bill. If you look at her Facebook, you think she's just this socialite jet setter. She's always in Miami with a little bikini on.
That's the bad bitch side.
I'm just saying, Quan is doing it. So I was like, that's one of them girls. And I think in a lot of ways, I'm sure men are intimidated. Once they get to know you, it's kind of like, hey.
Bitch niggas are intimidated.
Oh, go deeper.
Real men. Real men, they know how to still beat a man. Because even if a bitch is, or a girl is being a bitch, sometimes, besides the good dick, we just need a little semi-choke, maybe, a little shake, so that we can still know.
But in the context of sex.
Either or. Sometimes you just need to snatch her up, like, hey, who the fuck you talking to? And then
No, because if that happens, then you're calling the police.
No, that I ain't.
Let's just be honest.
I'm gonna be like, oh,
you're not.
I'm sorry, boo.
You're not.
Well, see, that means you got to know what type of chick you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a real bitchy chick,
go deeper.
Then that's different, because her attitude is more aggressive.
Go deeper.
So she has to understand that she's not dealing with just any type of man. And sometimes, I take that back. Sometimes a man can take control with just words like, hey, you better shut the fuck up. And that's enough. Sometimes you don't need to grab her or nothing like that. You could just give her that look like your mama give you in church when you acting a fool. It's like she ain't got to say nothing, but to get your ass in check.
Ladies and gentlemen, Quan J is a real bad bitch who just endorsed light domestic violence. Talk to us, doctor. Talk to us about what you just heard here.
I heard her supporting
a little choking.
Choking and
that's what I heard.
Violence. Aggression.
She's white. It's different. Because, if I whip my kid, then she going to say that's child abuse, and that's just whipping your kid ass. There's a difference. See, you got to know what you can get away with.
See, whooping sounds abusive. Go deeper.
So what? It's supposed to.
Callers, We need you to weigh in on this.
Would you tell your son, I'm going to pat you on the ass? Do you think that's going to scare him? No. You have to be aggressive. I'm going to whip your ass.
That was a little gay. I mean.
Exactly.
My son would be like, wow. Whoa. Here we go. Let's get to the callers right now. Tex from Texas. This better not be my homeboy, Tex. Damn it. Come on, Tex.
What's going on, people?
What up, Tex?
It's Zoraldo in the house, man. You know I'm on the
Zoraldo.
Yes, man. Tell Reggie I said what's up. Ladies in the house, how y'all doing?
Hello.
How you doing? That's Tex. Good. Hey, first off, there's nothing wrong with being a bitch. The problem is it's the bitter bitch is the worst one out of all of them.
Ooh,
from stuff that has something that doesn't even have to do anything with you. They bitter about old shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, and they bring that stuff to the table. That's
or bitter about shit that happened in their families that's unresolved, and then they bring that to you with unrealistic expectations. You got to be the white on the white knight to come save them from that generational stuff too.
Save a bitch hole. Yeah, one of them. Yeah. At the same time, as far as that sex aspect, it ain't nothing but wrong with going Viagra on them.
Vi what?
Viagra.
What? Okay, Tex. Now you
gotta go Viagra. Once you get Viagra on, that's all natural. Just do the damn thing and make it happen. We've been doing it with 360 for years.
Hey, Tex, I appreciate the call. Thanks, man. We got to roll. Sylvia from Pennsylvania, you're in the building right now. Talk to me about this topic. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, and you? How's everybody?
I am alive and well, trying to make it through.
That's good. Well, I just want to say the young lady that's there, Quam, I don't want to say her name wrong because I will botch it up.
You already did, but it's okay. Let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I will have to say I have 2 points to make. I do agree with her that you should be able to be any type of bitch depending upon the situation that you're in. I don't really particularly care about a woman being called a bitch, but I believe that sometimes when you deal with certain situations, you have to show your tough side, and your tough side is bitch. Okay, the young lady said, as far as the one that called in and said, is a society thing. I don't believe that it is a society thing because, like I tell my daughters, a man will only do to you what you will allow him to do. If you don't allow him to call you a bitch, he won't call you a bitch. If you set your standards high and your values and your morals are what you believe in, these men will respect you. You understand? But being a bitch, that's just like if you go out to a job and you want to get an executive position, you got to put on, excuse me, I don't want to offend anybody, but you got to put on an educational role. You got to go in there talking languages that they talk. You can't talk Ebonics. You can't talk like you from the ghetto. You got to talk like you were raised in a white neighborhood. You understand? When you go to the party on the old block, then you want to act a fool, act ghetto, then you pull out the ghetto bitch, and you be that bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Wow. You have to know how to change your characteristics according to your situation. And then the man said about the bitter bitch, women only become bitter because of what men do to them. You understand?
Wait a minute. I can't let you just justify bad behavior.
No,
I can't do it. You know, the voice of reason is we are objective here. We can't justify bad behavior now.
Okay.
We're bitter bitches because of you. No, there's some bitterness in you in order for it to come out.
Let me tell you something though. When you're dealing with the individual, and I know everybody say, well, it's easy to walk away, turn away, whatever. But when you love someone and you giving this person everything that you can give him, and this person continue to treat you wrong, and then you try to walk away, whatever, and they keep coming back and they keep coming back, it causes you to be bitter because all that stuff that you're dealing with is on the inside of you. And that makes you the bitter bitch. And now that's the worst bitch to deal with is the bitter bitch because she will spaz on you and you won't even know what's coming.
Wow. Thanks. I appreciate the call. Thank you very much. Dr. Erika Holiday, we're going to need you to whiteify, to bring it back in logical terms that we can use, that we can apply here.
Well, as I'm listening and I'm taking all of this in, what's popping into my head is that I'm hearing that we're just adding the word bitch to a lot of words like bitter bitch, controlling bitch. And these are just different facets of a person that it's just really about feeling bitter or being controlling or whatever it is. And I'm wondering if part of it has to do with the fact that sort of what this caller was just saying, that as an African-American woman, that she may have to alter who she is at certain times because of society and because of societal pressures and where they work and things like that. And because of that, it's sort of like they are compartmentalizing themselves because they compartmentalize themselves in society. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
Starting sort of, I don't know.
It's not compartmentalizing yourself. It's adapting to your situation. I'm pretty sure if you go to work, you don't act the same way you do at work that you do at home. I'm pretty sure you don't talk to your boss the same way you talk to your girlfriend.
So you're just not real. You guys are just...
Just like you talking now, you don't talk like this when we ain't on air.
Watch your tone and your delivery on my show,
bitch. Exactly. You a chameleon too, so don't get it twisted.
Hold on.
Zoe does not talk all bougie and all this shit on the when he ain't on the radio. So, but back to my point, people are just saying that, there's different types of bitches in different types of situations. You're not going to act the same in every situation. So that's all that people are saying. And this whole slavery shit is crazy to me too, because now you just limited bitches to black people, to black women.
Right, true indeed.
And that's not
because white women have to be feeling an amazing sense of empowerment now. Education, money, they're just as free as sisters are, and maybe even more so because they're white. Go deeper.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I was just trying to understand, since we were talking about African Americans.
I'm just saying we did white privilege a couple of weeks ago. So, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
The white women have to be enjoying that. It has to be a boost. Let's go.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think that I'm trying to understand, because I do see a difference in the way that women, I would never call my friend a bitch. I would never, if my friend called me a bitch, I'd be like, what?
Okay, let's do it now.
You know what I mean?
She's not listening. Let's do it now. Just let it out. I just want to hear you say it.
I would, not even in like a joking way that I'm hearing that happens, that in the way that you're saying.
Do you listen to hip hop?
Yes, I do.
Do you like hip hop?
I do.
So do you sing songs that got bitch in it? Does it do something for you?
You know what? I don't. I enjoy it. And
you're asking if she says nigga in the car, don't you? That's what you're asking now.
No,
I don't.
Does she rap that part?
Because I'm just saying that sometimes you can argue that it's kind of culture, because what we do, we say nigga all the time because that's kind of like the hip hop culture. We say bitch all the time because, it's I'm a bad bitch, or Trina's the bad bitch, or Lil Boosie rapping about being a bad bitch. Sometimes it's cultural. So that's
I'm
why I
agreeing
asked
with
her
you.
that.
Absolutely. We're on the same page.
Well, one of my Twitter followers basically said, come on, Zoe, you got to let them know. Let these ladies know. Real men do not love bitches. I guess that's why I didn't let the girl meet my mom. I don't know. 855-369-9898. That's the number to dial. Bitchcraft. That's the name of the show. Let's go.
Well, see, the bitch, you have to have a balance, though. You don't, of course, I agree, you don't want a complete bitch that's just uncompromising and makes you unhappy. But clearly, this chick was doing something because you wasn't with her for a couple of days.
Hey, hold on.
So you keep trying to. No, I'm going to stand up for whoever miscellaneous chick. I got your back right now because he was with you for a reason. I'm pretty sure you didn't just up and one day become a bitch. I'm pretty sure it was some bitch tendencies that she had that attracted you to her, which kept her around. Then it got overwhelming where she was too much of a bitch. You can be too much of a bitch, and then you can run a dude away.
I think this is an incredible point here.
Oh, my God.
I'm serious.
Is that confidence, bitch, then?
That's
Is that
what
we're saying?
What's attractive? I'm saying. And men call in. Let me know. What's attractive about the mean bitch? Somebody tell me.
It's a challenge.
I don't like to be challenged.
Yes, you do.
No, and watch your tone and delivery. I done told you now. I done told you. Clyde from Chicago, tell this girl to back up a taste.
Hello?
Come, what you doing?
Hey,
Clyde, you okay?
Hey, is Louis Dix?
Well, you know this ain't Louis Dix.
my bad. Yeah, I thought you got Eddie Murphy mustache and shit. My bad.
Okay. Yeah. All righty.
Anyways, let me back up on this. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this though. Really, look, like for women, men, like in a relationship, really all about respect. Really is, man. How you conduct yourself around men. I sit here nowadays, and I see girls just let men take over like that, you know, and then you know they turn into this evil bitch, and that shit is, you know, like fucking ridiculous. How you just sit there and let men do that to you, and then when they get rid of the man, the next guy that tries to talk to them, they don't give them that opportunity because of what the last man did to them. You know, and there's a lot of good men in this world that don't, you know, not bitchy. They you know, they have respect. You know, they don't abuse their authority when they have control of a woman. You know, they keep it at a minimum. But
all right, Clyde, appreciate you hanging on, man. Thanks for the call.
He was masturbating or something.
Yeah, I mean, because he juggled the phone when he came on. We must have caught him somewhere. I don't know. It was a cold situation. Trouble from Texas. Please get us out of this quagmire. Let's go.
What's up, though?
What up, lady?
Hey, bitches. Hey. All right, I got a lot of shit to say. First of all, women, we chameleonize ourselves, like they said. And I don't agree with you grabbing on me. Yes, I'm a bitch, wholeheartedly, in every form of the word. Don't put your hands on me, because my cousins, they're going to whoop your ass. That's not acceptable. But as far as being a man, now, if you're a real man and you got a bitch like me in your life, you know how to take control of the situation by your mannerisms. See, she said, I can't even think of her girl name, but the bitch know who I'm talking to. You know, she said that a man has to grab her to let her know that you went too far.
That's Quan.
Oh, yeah. I need a little bit of that. When you're dealing with a real man, hold on, because I know they're going to hang up on me in a minute. When you're dealing with a real man, he knows how to set his boundaries with you without having to put his hands on you. So once you reach that boundary, he knows how to tell you, hey, cool out. You going too far. Watch your mouth. And you know when he says that, okay, I need to give him 3 feet and back up. I'm going a little bit too far.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this really quickly. Isn't the bitch a perpetual line stepper? Doesn't she? The bitch is always crossing the line. I notice women like to push men. Let's just be honest, especially in relationships.
So, real quick, I'm a strong bitch. I'm a strong woman. I'm a truck driver. I have to be. I get out here and I run and I work harder than half of the men that's out here. And I have to be tough. I have to be hard. You all use the word submit so much tonight. And y'all went from the biblical term to the sociological term of it. If you want to go through the Bible, you're supposed to submit to a man of God. You don't just submit because somebody has a penis in front of you. You don't bow down because of that.
Now stop it now. Hold on. I got to stop you now. I got to stop you now. Women have been worshiping dick for many, many years now. As long as we... Come on now. Come on.
Wait, what I'm saying is if you're going to go on a biblical term, that's when you're supposed to. I'm not saying that we don't do it, because we do. We do. But my point is, I'm going to stand toe-to-toe to any nigga. I'm 5'3". Okay. I will stand toe-to-toe to a 6'4" nigga in a minute. Because
okay. All right. Okay. Now, I feel it coming on. So let me just say, I thank you for the call. I got to go. Got to take a quick break. My producer is killing me right now. Phone lines are on fire. If you're just tuning in, tonight's topic is another barn burner, a heater. We've got our guest, special guest, Dr. Erika Holiday, Ph.D., author of Mean Girls, Meaner Women. You got to get it. You got to participate. Of course, Quan J, resident bad bitch, up in the building. Y'all got to call me right now, 855-369-9898. I'm taking a quick break. I'll be back in 2.2. Let's do it. ZoWilliams, Voice of Reason, back in the building. Tonight's topic, bitchcraft. When I tell you we've been going in, the majesty, the secret, the mystery of being a bitch. Women have shared. They use the bitchy attitude as a means of manipulation. Different types of bitches. Boss bitch. Angry, mad bitch. I'm disappointed in you, bitch. I love you, bitch. I mean, it's all types of facets. It's like a bitch made a diamond. I don't know. 855-369-9898 is the number to dial. We got special guests in the building, Dr. Erika Holiday, Ph.D., author, Mean Girls, Meaner Women, and, of course, our resident boss bitch.
See, why you gotta call me a bitch, but you call her doctor?
Because you've got the hoodology down.
So
So you might as well just wear the jacket.
Because it seems like you've embraced the word bitch.
Yeah.
I have.
You've got bitch in a headlock.
Call me one.
Yeah.
But no, you get this fabulous introduction.
Your introduction is fabulous.
You don't say bad bitch with a PhD, Erika.
Well, you know what? Let me do it this way. One of our Twitter family put up a great question. What's the difference between a white bitch and a black bitch? Callers, 855-369-9898. I want to know. And since we have two bitches in the studio right now, let's go deeper. Tell us about the white bitch, Erika.
I think that the white bitch would find it offensive. That it's a different mentality. It's a different way of using the word that Quan J was saying that she is. She was saying I am bitter bitch. I am controlling bitch. I am sexy bitch. I am
and dominant bitch.
I didn't say bitter.
You had your voice all up and everything.
So why do white people look at it and I don't want to blanket it, but why do you think white people think it's offensive?
I think it's cultural. I think we don't use it. I don't hear anybody.
So what do
I've
y'all
heard
use?
a lot of white men say, "Listen here, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking it anymore. Come on, come on now."
Is it used in the same way? Do you think
Sure.
Yeah.
We just put a little lorries on ours. Say, bitch, I done told you. Now, white men call their women bitches too. Come on
they do, but I think it's used in a different way. I think that it's used maybe less in the sense that it's said in anger, that it's not used in a more congenial way that I'm hearing. It's more of a term of endearment is sort of what I'm hearing. I don't know.
I need to find a synonym for bitch for white people because y'all use something. It might not be bitch, but it's something that y'all use that could be offensive, but you guys embrace. But then again,
cunt? Maybe cunt. I don't know. What's the word? Talk to me.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I can't think of. I don't know.
Callers. Well, let's give the callers.
We don't have problems. We're white. I don't know.
That's not what I'm saying.
We don't deal with any of the shit you
that's not what I'm saying at all.
Let me ask this question. Are black women used to using negative terms and stripping them of their power, same as the word, say, like nigga? Are black women used to just taking negative terms and flipping them?
I don't want to say we, like I use it, but even the word...
Like it's soul food.
Even the word hoe, some women, embrace it. I'm a good hoe, I'm a bad hoe, or, I think all those words, we try to turn them into something like, okay, I am what I am type of thing.
So it's kind of like psychological soul food. Yeah. Just because we flip it around and make it taste good, it still don't mean it's good for us.
That's what I'm wondering.
You like that? It's kind of what I do, the voice of reason. Let's go to the callers, damn it. We got Courtney. He's been on for so long. Courtney's a dude. He wanted us to let everyone know from North Carolina. Come on in, Courtney.
Hey, so I wanted to say one thing, man. I love Quan J, man. Everything she said so far has been on point. Because I've been married like 14 years, and it wasn't until my wife bit off more than she could chew, as far as like circumstances with the kids, because I'm a truck driver, so I'm not home as much as I need to be. And that's what kind of turned her into a bitch.
Wow. Go deeper. Come on,
what
Courtney.
turned her into a bitch?
What turned her into a bitch? Go into that.
I mean, just the circumstances of having to, take the kids, being on the choir church, head of the PTA, several other things, Eastern Star. She was doing like too many different things. And like she said about the power of the dick, when I come home and I hit it, everything is back peaceful. And the same activities happen again. All the wear and tear, working here, doing this and doing that. And I did mess up, though. I got caught with some things on my phone I shouldn't have got caught with. So that's probably added to it too. Because
I was going to ask you because it was going bad. I said he did something, but I'm glad you fessed up. It's all good. What did she find on the phone?
Great call. Great show, man. I love Quan J, though. You stay on point, girl.
Thank you.
Yeah. You should follow her on Twitter and get a really good look at her. She got on a red dress. It's kind of fitted. What's your Twitter? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You've been prowling Twitter. My bad. Let's go to the next caller. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. William from Texas, you're in the building, man. Talk to me about this topic.
What's going on there, Zoe?
Yeah.
First of all, what I want to do is I told you that you guys have a really uplifting show there, and you got two strong-headed women there. And did want to comment on that clown that called in and called you Louis Dix. I couldn't believe that's what you would call
he was trying to be funny.
Nigga right there. Anyway, I think like the doctor said that, I think that word bitch is more culturalized because in Germany, they don't call women bitches. And if they do, like she said, it's pretty much out of anger. White people, they generally don't call their woman a bitch, like she said, pretty much out of anger. And cunt is a veritable word that they do use quite strongly.
Yeah.
But
well, thank you for the history lesson, brother. I appreciate you hanging on, and I appreciate the compliments, man. Thank you for calling the Voice of Reason. We got so many callers. I got to move on. D from California, it's your time to chime. Let's go.
I just wanted to say this. He just took what I was going to say. I was going to say the white folks, they call each other cunts. He just took it from me right now, though. But I agree with him.
All right. Well, thank you, D. I appreciate the call, man. Thanks for reaching out. Oh, wow. Ricky from Mississippi. Let's move from that noise. Ricky, how you doing? Talk to me, man. Ricky Booby. Is this, okay, we'll just go to Simone from Georgia. Samore from Georgia. Talk to me. Seymour?
Yes.
Yes, talk to me, Seymour.
Hello?
Yeah, you're here, Seymour. Let's go.
My phone's breaking up because I'm a truck driver, too. But I'm trying to figure out if you're trying to put this bitch category as in a good thing or a bad thing. Because a bad bitch is a female that's going to be there for her man, that when he's down, she can bring him up. That's my term of a bad bitch. Because I've been at that low point to where my wife was taking over everything until I got back on point. That's my bad bitch. And the term is calling her a bitch out of anger. Yeah, but she called me a bitch, too. When I get mad or I'm pissed off, she said, you acting just like a bitch.
Wow.
So,
Right.
And sometimes I say, you acting just like a fucking nigga.
Right. Hey, man, I appreciate the call, Seymour. Thanks for holding on. And this brings up a great point that, Boss Man told us about a moment ago. It seems like everybody that's calling in right now pretty much has embraced bitch. Nobody's standing up and saying, you know what, bitch is just as volatile and vulgar as nigger, and we should stop using it. No one. Can I get somebody that calls in and says, I'm not a bitch. I'm just a good person. I'm a good woman. I'm not a boss bitch. I'm not a bad bitch.
There are negative connotations. The bitter bitch, that's not good. The annoying bitch, those aren't good bitches.
So, Quan, what's the good bitch?
Like she said.
Is she like the good witch Glinda?
Like the ones that are challenging, the ones that won't let a man run over them. That's being a strong bitch or a bad bitch, or
I think that's a gray area. What do you think, Doc?
I think that what's interesting is that when you were just saying right now that, why is nobody being offended by this? It's that I think that when we think about, I'm still trying to come up with a word for white people, and I think
colonizer.
I think white people, of course, get angry and use, like you said, the C word and all these words, but I think that we haven't embraced any kind of word in the same way that you're talking about embracing the word bitch. Like we don't say, oh, what's up, C? Hey. So I think it's just interesting.
I mean, I've watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I done heard Khloe call her sisters bitches and stuff. Like, you have white people that use the word bitch.
Do you think white people co-opt our lingo because they listen to hip-hop music and they're so invested in our culture?
I already said it's cultural. But because of that, I mean, hip-hop is just not limited to white people. I mean, clearly.
We know, but they spend more money on it than we do.
That's my point. Exactly. So
they're the cheap consumers.
So white people, they use it too.
Wow. Hey, man, this is getting crazy. Look at the phone lines. They're just all the way through the show. It's kind of what we do. Spirit from California. Let's go.
Good evening. Thank you for the topic this evening. Let me say this first, is that the word nigger is a very belittling word that we did not create ourselves, and and it was created for the black man. The word bitch is the equivalent of the word nigger. It's just for the black woman. I have a good woman. I would never make reference to her in any shape, form, or fashion other than she's a good woman. If you want to say she's a bitch, she's just a frustrated woman. But there's no woman that's walking on this planet, and there's no man that's walking on this planet that wants to be called outside of what they are. And to make the justifications to call people and belittle them, we have to uplift our women. I'm not looking for a woman to be submissive. I'm looking for a woman that's strong enough to walk side by side for me, and then let me sit down in the chair and let her go run the parade, because it's not an issue of power. We're a team. If she hits it 60, I hit it 40 the first time, cool. I hit it 60, she hit it 40. She hit it 70, I hit it 30. It makes no difference. It's a team. We're knocking it out the park together. And we really, my sisters, let me tell you something, sisters. This hip-hop spirit that's going on throughout society right now is what has caused the price of our beautiful black women, educated, has caused them to walk down the street and everybody wants the booty, because the price of booty right now is less than a penny stock. And if you women don't stand up and respect yourself, as one caller said, nothing will come to you unless what you allow people to do to you. So stand up, be strong, be the spiritual people that we are. We got to stop this.
Hey, I appreciate the call. Thank you very much. And let me go back to the point we were making before the caller chimed in, because he made a lot of good points, and it brought me back to the original point. A woman standing up for herself, her principles, her beliefs, and forming a philosophy for her life is attractive. I don't see that as being a bitch and sticking to her principles. Now, what I do see as being a bitch is using those principles to try to change her guy, to try to make him fit the principle, right? So to me, that's the bitch. I'm gonna wait you out until you break down and conform to what I want. Say women don't do this. I got two bitches in here right now, black and white. Y'all say y'all don't do this. And to me, that's the bitch. I'd rather see a woman say, you know what, I'm going to accept you for who you are on the condition that you accept me for who I am. Now, if through, our relationship, we cause each other to change and grow and evolve, that's great. That's a good relationship. Because what you'll find is that those beliefs that you hold so dear become pliable as you learn and grow. They begin to break down. They begin to get more flexible, and you are able to now rearrange them. To me, a bitch is somebody who's stuck in a way and trying to force you to be that way and disappointed because you're not conforming to her. That's a bitch. That's all I'm saying. What do you think, Quan?
That's interesting. I mean,
yeah, it's interesting.
I think that, in those type of relationships, sometimes it's people do it off potential. And there's a saying that every girl wants a bad guy that he can, a bad boy that will only be good for her. And every dude wants what is it?
We don't want that. You better say what we want, because it ain't
a good girl that will only be that bad for them. There it is. Every guy wants a good girl that will only be bad for them, and every girl wants a bad boy that will only be good for them. So it's kind of like, okay, I accept you. You saying people don't accept you for who you are, and the bitch wants you to confirm. That's because she thinks she has that ability to make you confirm. It's a challenge to her, just like her being a bitch was a challenge to you, because I don't think there's a big a big change once you actually get into a relationship. It's certain things that you like, but like I said, everything is in doses. Once it becomes overbearing, it's like, okay, it's too much.
Right.
That guy sounds like a doormat. And a guy, and a guy who wants to be with a woman who is controlling and wants to change him into some person that he isn't. I want to talk to this guy and find out, why is it that you are attracted to a woman like that?
All right, so look, we got to take a quick break. The phone lines are on fire. We're going to get back to everybody on the phone lines. We got to take a quick break. This is a great show. Bitchcraft. It's been on fire since moment one, and we're going to continue on. I'll be back in 2.2 seconds. Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, ZoMilliams Rising, the voice of reason, back in the building. Tonight's topic, bitchcraft. We got great guests. Dr. Erika Holiday She's a PhD. She's in here. She wrote the book, Mean Girls, Meaner Women, Understanding Why Women Backstab, Betray, and Trash Talk Each Other and How to Heal. Great book. You got to go check it out. And, of course, we've got Quan J. She's the CEO. Let me give you a little background. She's the CEO of Accounting for Entertainers. That's what she does. She counts entertainers' money. She's a bean counter. Oh, she's a graduate of Michigan State, so you know she has a great education. And class of 2006, of course, Landon went to Michigan State, our resident intern here. And,
shout out to my Spartans.
Absolutely, man. So we got some cold, bad bitches in the building right now, and I'm having a good time with them. We're going to go to callers right now. And I want you guys to interact with the callers. If you feel like somebody said something that was interesting, please chime in. Let's go. Callers, are you ready? Are you ready to dance? Let's do it. Anthony from Las Vegas. Talk to me about tonight's topic.
What's up?
What's up, man?
The whole thing, they got confused with bitches. They're mean girls. They're not bitches. The mean girls are the nicest girls you can ever meet is because they getting away all the undesirables. They getting away all the bitch-ass niggas that try to get at them. But they the nicest people in the world. As soon as you get to know them, you know who they are. They'll know who you are. Hello?
Yeah, that's your truck beeping. That's you backing up. You about to hit something.
Him and his bitch trying to hijack a car.
Right.
Yeah, the biggest girl is the nicest ones. And the word I wanted to say that, like, you know, niggas use niggas and bitches, black girls use bitches. The word that white people use is slut. They call it shit like that. That's the word right there.
You slut whore. You might be right. You might be right.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. I got to roll. Anthony, thank you for reaching out. Alan from Oregon, you're in the building. Talk to me, man.
I don't know any white girls that let me call but I call them woman. Like, me and my friends don't call old ladies woman or old lady.
Okay. Well,
and I'm pretty white.
Yeah. You sound pretty white, but yeah. You like to call them old lady and woman, right? And that pisses them
like,
off?
hey, old lady, go get me a beer or something.
Oh,
I do it.
All right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's a term of endearment, like in a more funny, loving way.
Thank you. We need you to translate.
That's what I'm here for.
Wow, because we were all lost in white world, like the white lingo. Yeah, old lady, and Can we get the white lady in here to tell us what he said? Oh, that's what he means. Thank you for the call. We appreciate it. Bo from Atlanta, talk to me, man.
Hey, what's happening, man?
I'm good.
Hello?
Yeah, man. Come on, Bo.
Hey, what's going on, man? I just called now to say, I've been married, for going on 16 years now. And me and my wife, I've never addressed her as a bitch. I still look at that as a derogatory word. And to me, it means bitter individual that can't handle it. Whether it means life, whether it means they, as far as baggage they have in their life, being able to let that go and not affect them as a person, as far as who they treat next, who's on the list as an individual, not let that, bother them and deter them from having a good relationship or whatever it may be, in that follow-up, whoever had may hurt them or whatever the case may be in the past, but until we do that as people, because we tend to be the trendsetter as a culture, black culture in this country, and we haven't realized yet, whether it's words or making words comfortable, like nigga, we tend to make that comfortable, so white people tend to think it's okay to say it now. Mexicans include, everybody.
So Bo, you say that.
So wait, let me do this. Bo, thanks for the call. Yeah. Quan, go.
Well, I was curious. He said he doesn't call his wife a bitch, but does that mean she doesn't act like a bitch?
And he don't feel like she's a bitch sometimes? Yeah, you might not have to say it.
It's two separate things that we're talking about. Right. One is acting that way, and the other is it okay to call her that? Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's good stuff. Let's keep going. Chella, San Diego, you're in the building.
Hi. I'm actually calling in because I'm a multicultural individual born by birth. I have a problem with two things. One, the acceptance in our society, whether part of my family, which is white, decided they want to be part of calling the others a nigger, or the other part of the family, which is Cherokee and black, which is comfortable with calling each other a bitch. Nonetheless, is that what your mother named you? Is that what's on your birth certificate? And how comfortable would you be if your child at a 3-year-old age walked up to another child and said, hi, bitch? We as a society need to go back to the fact of each one teach one to better us as a whole. Needless to be Anglo-Saxon, Cherokee Indian, black, it doesn't matter. It matters how far and how deep that actual word or those words have been ingrained in our society, and how do we grow from that to a full society coming from the basement to the top floor and living a full life. Regardless of how we act, it has nothing to do with the name being called. We made our names comfortable in our society when we fought many years to have it taken away.
Wow. Let me just say this. Let me just say this, Chella. You brought some real enlightenment to the show. We appreciate that. Thank you very much for the call. Bill, California. Make it short.
Hey, how you doing? She just took the word out of my mouth what I was going to say, too. But I feel like this. Hey, if a woman, the bottom line is you got two women, both of them is queens. They're not bitches. You wasn't born cursing. You wasn't born a bitch. You did that because that's what society wants you to be. That's what either race, black, white, Chinese. You know, I've been around all different races, and that's the problem. You got brothers calling girls bitches. You got bitches calling bitches. You got brothers calling nigga. That's the problem too. We need to start recognizing who we are. That's how it's supposed to stop. We gotta get it stopped. The women, y'all need to stop calling each other. I don't care if you feel like a bitch. You need to stop calling each other bitch. You know, my son is 9 years old. He knows actually why little girls over there always calling someone the daddy, the B. I said they don't have no knowledge.
Well, thanks,
no knowledge
man.
at all.
Hey, Bill, I got to run, but I appreciate the call. The soapbox is still open. Please reach out right now, 855-369-9898. We've got Brian from Tennessee. The soapbox is open.
Hello?
Yes, Brian, come on.
Yeah, it's the white people call each other rednecks, and they call each other trailer trash. They embrace that shit. That's all I have to
Ooh,
say.
good one. Good one.
Okay, thank you, Brian. We have to go to our resident white person. Tell us about...
You want me to translate again?
Yes, translate.
I think that yes, they do. However, it's not done in the same way. It's not like we go, hey, what's up, trailer trash? It's not like it's not used in the same way that you guys are talking about.
Right. So let's do this. Your book, Mean Girls, Meaner Women, where can they get it?
You can get it on Amazon.
Amazon. Do you have a website?
Yes. You can go to drerikaholiday.com.
We've got to link our websites.
Yes.
ZoWilliams.com, by the way.
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. We have to work together again.
Yes, we do.
Ebony and Ivory.
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe light-skinned and white. I don't know how it works. But anyway, we have to connect.
We both have green eyes.
Hey, yeah. Yours a little muddy green. Mine's
Oh, my God. Mine's a love connection going on here. All right, I'm going to be calling you a bitch in a minute.
Get over here, bitch, now. Now, really quickly, what's your Twitter handle so we can get that?
At Dr. Erika Holiday.
And, of course, I'm at ZoWilliams. And Quan J, talk to us. Where can we find you? I don't have enough money for you to count my beans yet. But tell us what you do and how we can find you.
Work-related, accountingforentertainers.com. You can find information if you need any type of business-related things. If you need just other entertainment, just follow me on Twitter. I mean, I'm pretty much an open book. Well, not that open. A little cracked book, I'll say.
Lying.
Quan_J. Best of both worlds.
Wow. Appreciate you both for being here tonight. Tonight was quite possibly the best show we've done of the year. And follow me. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me at ZoWilliams.com. Leave comments. Listen, I really believe that being a bitch is just a problem all the way around. And I'm tired of it.
I'll be your bitch, though.
Good. Starting tonight. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week. Holla.